Welcome to the award-winning Texas Toast Podcast, your podcast home for all things Texas country. Kick back and enjoy as we toast the best in Texas country. I want to welcome Linda Wilson from the Texas Country Music Association. And of course, we are here to talk about the awards show coming up November 9th. Hello, Linda. Good to see your face again.
Hey, it's good to see you. Can't wait. Can't wait. It's going to be a great year.
Oh, I know. It is going to be a great year. So let's see. We're kicking off things November 9th. Let's talk about a little bit that goes on, because what I think is interesting is this is called Texas Country Music Weekend in the Stockyards. There's a lot of things that go on outside of the awards. Let's just kind of start off with some of that goes on so everyone can kind of prepare for that and maybe plan ahead.
Okay. Texas Country Music Weekend is November 7th, 8th, and 9th. Last year, we had 150,000 people in the Stockyards for Texas Country Music Weekend, something we're really proud of, and that the Stockyards loves as well. The year before, we had 142,000, so it's just growing every year. November the 7th, and then, before I get into what our events are, I will tell you there's other events going on in the Stockyards. Some of the venues have special events going on, special music things going on, also in conjunction with what we're doing and as a part of that. November the 7th, we have acoustic performances by TCMA artists from, I believe, 1 to 5. And then we have a free concert with Monty Dawson Band that evening. And all of the events in the Stockyards on the big stage that's right in front of the Exchange Building are all free. Unless you go to like a bar that charges, a cover charge or something like that. But all of our events are free. And then Saturday, of course, is the Texas Country Music Showdown. I'm really excited about that. We've got some great bands that are going to be competing for prize money that the Stockyards gives them for first, second, and third place. And they also select the judges, because I'm not going to be a judge on that.
That would be too hard.
Yeah, that would be too hard, and somebody would get mad at me. So I don't choose the judges, and they give this. The Stockyards are wonderful. The people with Stockyards Heritage and the other entities that they own, of course, have been our sponsors since 2018, even before the awards was in the Stockyards. And they've been wonderful. They love us. They love our event. They became really good friends. And so they choose. I told them, if you want to do this, you're going to have to choose the judges. I'm not choosing the judges.
Yes.
And I'm not going to judge. So they do always get people within the industry, that we've got a couple of radio DJs and maybe another artist. I'm not really sure. I know there's one radio DJ on the ranch that's going to be one of the judges this year, Cole Sheriff. I don't know who the other two are going to be. But the showdown is a competition of 8 bands performing, and they play like a 25-minute set. It's always packed there. So they get to showcase their talent as well and gain a lot of fans. And then after the showdown, which actually the showdown winner will be announced by the Stockyards team at the award show right after the 6 o'clock kickoff of the main ceremony. So then after that, we've got Grant Gilbert for a free concert in the Stockyards that Saturday night, the November the 8th. And we just love Grant, and he played our pre-show last year, remember?
Yes, he did. I remember.
And then after that, we do have the pre-show, the pre-party, not the pre-show, the pre-party that is going to be again at Rhinestone Saloon. I believe Donis Morris is going to be performing at that.
Yes.
Sunday morning, at noon, we have Christian Country Sunday. So if you're having to miss church, you won't have to miss church. Curtis Grimes is leading that. We've also got Junior Gordon, Aaron Loy, wow. Alf Evans, his daughter, and I apologize, Alf, I can't remember her name. It's on all of our documentation. And Nick Zamora. So we've got 6 people doing a song swap and ministry time at 12 till about 1:30. And then at 2 o'clock, the doors to Billy Bob's open. You're going to be at work
Yes,
at that.
I'll get to work at 2 o'clock. That's right.
Doors open at 2, and we've learned to start the red carpet interviews right away because we won't have time for all of the people, because we have to shut it down at 5 when our pre-show starts. And the pre-show is the Musician and Songwriter Awards. Brad Bowman is the host of that. And then we'll have our 2 songwriters of the year, the country and Christian country songwriters of the year, perform. We've got a really awesome Americana artist that's going to perform at the end of the pre-show. Really, the first kickoff band is Pug Johnson, and then the main ceremony starts, and we do all of our announcements and greetings and showdown winner. And Billy Joe Jones is going to perform the first full band. We've got other people coming. I did get some bad news yesterday. Robert Earl Keen is not going to be able to be there. I haven't really even announced that yet or sent out a notification to everybody because he has to go into surgery that week.
Oh,
They
wow.
told me it was not. It was fairly routine. There's nothing wrong. It's fairly routine, but he has been putting it off and putting it off and putting it off to where he can't put it off anymore. So he's got to. I don't know what it is. It doesn't really matter. But he won't be there. We'll still present him the Icon Award. We'll get a video from him, before he goes into
Nice.
surgery,
Nice.
clearly,
Yes.
and then the rest of the show just progresses, as we've got some really cool performances. Josh Weathers is going to be performing and talking about his work in the Hill Country with his organization Love Like You Mean It. That's going to be our tribute to the Hill Country flooding. Um, we have Aaron Loy, who's going to do a new song that he wrote called "Man I Never Met." It's on TikTok right now.
I heard
Uh,
it. I actually heard it this morning.
he's going to
I
do
did.
that as a memorial, an honorarium, and encouragement for us all, for
Yes.
Charlie Kirk. And then, of course, Brandon Ryder's going to perform. Um, got a really cool performance with Scotty Alexander and Hayden Baker. Scotty
Yeah.
and Hayden are going to do a song together and kind of like a dueling guitar thing. That's going to be amazing. And then, of course, we've got Kevin Fowler, who is going to be doing our headliner in our finale. And in between that, we've got 28 awards that were nominated and voted on by the fans, people in the industry. And those are the most exciting part for me, besides seeing everybody there,
I know, right?
seeing everybody there. I've had a lot of messages from people saying that they're looking forward to it, from people that have never been before that wanted to know a little bit more about what's going on,
Mhm.
and I always tell them the same thing. It's like the big family reunion of the year. It is the biggest event of the year as far as Texas country music industry goes, and I mean, it's what crazy day it is.
Yes.
But somehow, Helen, we've always been able to pull it off. And every year we look at Richard and I look at each other going on the way home, exhausted, and say, how are we going to top this next year? But I can guarantee you this year is going to top, you know, last year and the year before. Every year it gets better, you know.
Yes, it
I'm just
does. Yes, it
excited.
does. And just sitting and listening to you talk about everything, it's like my heart is just so full because it's such an honor for me to be a part of it. And like you said, seeing everyone, and I just can't wait. I can't wait for that night. I've been counting down and I'm so excited. And I know you're sitting there so calmly talking about all of this that's going to be coming together on November 9th, and you just make it look like it's so easy, like Linda's just got this. But I know
Well,
you put a lot of work in during the year.
not really seeing the way my office looks right now. There is swag bag stuff in boxes over here. There's all kinds of stuff everywhere, and this office is a mess, but it gets that way this time of year. Fortunately, this is our 9th year for the awards show, and we our 7th year at Billy Bob's. So that we've learned, a lot over the years and putting it together and how to streamline things. So we've got it
Mhm.
pretty much down to an art now.
Yes.
Um, didn't have, we have very few, if any, hiccups last year. I don't think we had any hiccups in the award show at all, that the audience would see. Now, Monty will tell you different. He'll say, "Oh, this went wrong. That went
Money.
wrong. Nobody noticed that." Monty, don't worry about it. Nobody noticed that kind of stuff. But he's quick on the draw. He and Jay Z at Billy Bob's, they put it together for us as a team, and they handle everything that we need to have done. And we're going to do something a little bit different this year. We're going to do our winner's circle interviews. Zach United is going to do our winner's circle interviews. We're going to move those behind the curtain, so that there's not so much congestion right there. And we'll walk. We have Teresa Hill is going to walk the winners down the ramp to that area so that they can be interviewed first, and then they can go out and get a photo in front of that other step and repeat that we have there.
Wow,
And
nice. Yeah, Zach's going to be busy because he's doing the winner circle interviews and then he DJing at the after party?
he is
Stop it. Oh, stop. That's going
like
to be so much fun.
he approached me with that. And we have been letting artists get up and sing a few songs, but at the after party everybody is so tired by that,
Yes, exhausted.
exhausted. And he said, why don't you just let me DJ it, and then we'll play all their music, all the
Heck
from the
yeah.
finalists, winners, and we'll play all that music. And if you've ever been in a room with Zach United where he's DJing or doing anything, he's going to get your attention.
Yes.
It'll be in the Stockman's Club again, the same place in the back part of Stockyard Station. And they'll have a food truck. So people that are hungry, they had a great food truck there last year. The Stockyards did for us, and we'll just go there and unwind and relax and be able to talk some more, and then call it a night.
Mhm. Call it a night and call it another year behind us to start for the
Yeah.
next year. But yeah, that's exciting. And there's so many decisions to make during this. So when y'all sit down and you start planning for the next year, like for instance, Kevin's getting the TCMA Trailblazer Award. How hard is it to go through and decide? I mean, that has to be just like prayerful thinking over who to pick for those.
It is, and we've changed that up a little bit since we started doing the Trailblazer Award. We also do now an Icon Award, and an Icon Award is different than the Trailblazer. The Trailblazer is somebody who's been out there, they're hustling, they they're successful, they're still going, maybe, or maybe not. But the Icon Award is more to honor the people who have really created the industry,
Oh,
who has really made that impact. I mean, they both have, both awards have, but it was really not hard at all for me to pick Kevin Fowler,
hmm.
to be the Trailblazer. And then fortunately, we were able to get him to be there and perform. So all of that's kind of coordinated, makes it a little bit easier on us. And then he'll be there and he'll be able to participate in all of that stuff. Oh, this is so cool. I'm going to post it later. I went home yesterday and I was a big box at my house, and I always have the big boxes sent to my house because we're not always here at the office. And Richard, my husband, put it in my home office thinking it was t-shirts or something like that. And I went in there and I looked in that box, and it was 144 caps that Cody Canada sent us that had cross Canadian ragweed on it.
oh
I
my
didn't even
gosh.
he and Shannon just sent them, in the group. I guess I'm not sure who actually did it. It would have been Cody or Shannon, I believe. And so that is so cool. So all of our finalists will get a cross Canadian ragweed baseball
That
cap.
is so cool. Oh my gosh. That's exciting.
Yeah.
Very
And then, of
exciting.
course, we've got other things. Well, we've got a ton of things this year that have been sent in for our swag bags for the finalists and for the winners. Texas Motor Speedway sent in tickets for the winners. Um, you
Dang.
know, we've got all pins from Ashley Morgan. Um, oh gosh, I can't even name all the stuff. They'll have to see when they get here.
Wow. Wow. It's almost like North Pole. It's like you're Mr. and Mrs. Santa Claus at the North Pole. It's like Christmas time. All these things, all these goodies for the swag bags. That is so cool.
And we have so many people that help, you know. uh, the ladies that work at the swag bag desk, the ladies that check in the finalists and the VIPs that go through the VIP entrance, and you know, of course, Monty and his team backstage, and Jay Z and the Billy Bob's team, even the little customer service reps that let people onto the showroom floor, scan the tickets at Billy Bob's. I mean, they're just like family to us. We know them, you know, uh,
Uh-huh,
and
uh-huh.
and Billy Bob's just we love them and they love us, and the Stockyards. I mean, I just can't say enough. You know, I mean, we wouldn't be able to do what we do without all of those people. Oh, and
Hmm.
you, and Jim, and Chris, and
Oh,
my
you're so
family,
sweet.
my kids, and all of us. Everybody just seems to kind of come together, you know, and they know what to do. Everybody knows what to do.
That's right. Everyone knows what to do. Like I know what to do.
Yeah.
And I know when to do this. Quit talking.
Well, some people don't.
I'm just saying because sometimes we do have to start pushing it through on the red carpet. So I
You
have
ain't
learned to stop.
right. I was approached by somebody this year that had asked me could, and it was a pretty high profile person that's actually done the red carpet on the ACMs, and approached me and wanted to do the red carpet for us. And I was like, no, love to have you there. She will be
Oh,
there, but I'm like, I'm not. No, we got Jim, we got Helen, we got Chris. You know, we got my grandson Austin who helps uh, Jason Gibson, you know, take the cards and filter them down to
yes.
where
It's
they
always
get,
so fun.
you
It's
know,
always so fun.
it's kind of like a well-oiled machine now. But you know, I mean, you guys know these people, you know,
Uh-huh. And I
you got to
think
have.
yes, we know him, and I think also like everybody's kind of getting used to us by now. But yeah, I enjoy that so much. It's so good seeing everyone, and it goes. And believe it or not, it seems like we're there for a long time, but Linda, it does go by fast.
Oh, it does. Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. It's 3 hours. It's three grueling hours when you have 100 people to interview. You know, and
We had
I
yeah,
realized that. I'm like,
we
y'all
had
keep it short.
yeah,
You know, you can't
and then
sometimes
of
the.
course, and then yeah, and then we have the great production team also.
Yeah, yeah. Kyle is gonna do that. He's also gonna film the red carpet. I'm sorry, the winner's circle
That's what he said.
for
Yeah.
Zach. Um, and then we've only got two podcasts that are going to be on the red carpet in the red carpet area. Can't have that too jammed up. In years past, it has gotten so jammed up. Wasn't so bad last year because we only had three, I think. Uh, but it'll be streamlined a lot easier, a lot better.
Yes. Well, that's all exciting. And then another thing I think that we didn't talk about was our emerging artists will also be performing. I don't know if we discussed that. So that's always a special moment because it's like when you look back on some of the performances and some of the people that were the emerging artists year after year and where they are now, it's just amazing.
Oh, I know, I love that. I mean, I, I like Billy Joe won last year. You know, the emerging artists. Oh, and the cool thing too about this year is we are not doing the small stage in the middle of the showroom floor for the emerging artists. The emerging artists are all going to perform on the main stage.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah. We had
That's
done that before to take a little of the tension off the main stage while they were making some changes up
changes.
there.
Yes.
Uh, but we talked about it, and it's like we want these be able people to be able to play on the main stage and say not just I played at Billy Bob's, but I played on the main stage at Billy Bob's.
That's
You
right.
know,
That's
and
right.
that was kind of important for me to help facilitate that for them.
Yeah. And so, of course, we have everybody there in the industry, the artists, people that work behind the scenes. A lot of fans like to come out to this. And I get a lot of questions about, like, well, can I just get tickets? Can I just come? And it's like, yeah, you need to come. I mean, it's a great moment for fans to come out and see.
Mhm. Yeah. Well, you know, Billy Bob's holds 6,000 people. Uh, the way we changed the showroom floor up with the round tables, there's still long tables, but there's also round tables. Um, the showroom floor doesn't hold as many as it would say for standing room only, or even a table show at a normal Billy Bob's. But and there, I think there are still a few tickets left on the showroom floor.
Wow.
Um, but there's always general admission tickets that you can still get at the door. You can order them online, or you can get them at the door
Hmm.
at billybobstexas.com.
Hmm. And what I think is cool too, and I've seen people do this and talk to people before and afterwards, but like just kind of like the general fans that like to come in, I've seen a lot of them just come and sit at those tables and just watch the red carpet like watch the red carpet, just, viewing from there.
Yeah, and it's I think I really think that that's why a lot of people show up so early, and that's why we allow them to show up so early. At 2 o'clock. Um, Billy Bob's has to hump it to get ready because they've got Easton Corbin the night before. Last year they
Wow.
had, I don't know, remember Wade Bowen or uh, somebody else last year. But you gotta realize this team of people works until 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, and then gets up and comes back. They don't have a separate team. They get up and come back to set up for our award show to be able to open it at 2 o'clock the doors. Yeah.
Nice, nice. Was there anything else that we need to cover? I think we kind of got it all. So the pre-party that we have at Rhinestone, that is free, right? For everybody. There's no cover for that.
No,
Or
I
is
I
there?
believe I believe there is a cover
There is.
for, but that's on Rhinestone. That's their
Okay.
cover, their
Okay.
normal Friday night cover, I believe. I do have tickets for our team. Remind me to give you some
Okay.
to where you don't have to pay the cover, but it's always packed. So
It is.
and
It
and
is.
it's always such a good time.
Yes.
We're going to be missing a few people that couldn't be there this year. Chad Prather is going to be overseas. He's doing, his thing, and he's been working with the Charlie Kirk Found Turning
Wow.
Point also, and so he can't be there. But we're going to cover that in a very meaningful way. There's going to be a couple of times this year in the award show that's going to be very, very moving. And I would say that with everything that's gone on, in Texas,
Yes.
you know, and the with the recent things that happened with the death of Charlie Kirk, that we're still our theme is once again going to be Texas strong. Um, as it was in 2017, the very first year of the award show, 3 months before Hurricane Harvey hit Houston,
Hmm.
and our theme was Texas Strong. We just keep that theme, year to year, but of course we make a little bit more out of it when things happen. But there's so much going on that in the world. We need something like this to
Yes.
maybe not as much take our mind off of it, because we really do want to be mindful of everything, but to bring everybody together. And I don't care what anybody says. You have We have the best industry in the world that is
We do.
filled with love and encouragement,
Yes,
inspiration.
we do.
That's what TCMA is all about.
Hmm.
And we just love on each other. Everybody you get to meet people you've never met before, because you're all out playing, or see that you haven't seen in a long time because they're all out
Yes.
playing, or meet a venue owner, or meet a radio station program director, or meet
Hmm.
somebody that's a recording studio, owns a recording studio. All of It's just all of that. And then of course the fans get to meet them as well. It's not like all these famous or semi-famous people hide in the green room, because it's not possible. Everybody's in this same room, so they have access to talking to each other and to their fans, and get pictures, and that goes on all night long.
Yes, it does.
And it's Billy Bob's. Good grief. I
I
mean, it's a
know.
whole. And I tell people, when we're trying to get sponsors, I'm like, okay, this is nothing like you see on TV with the bigger award shows, because this is Texas. This is our style. This is Billy Bob's. It gets loud. It gets rowdy. trying to get the ambient noise out of the video is going to be Trenton Johnson's problem with 613 Media, but filming this year for us, and I'm so excited about that. But I mean, I don't know. I get excited every time some years I'm like, oh my God, here we are again. I got to do this. We got to do this again. It's so stressful. But this year through the whole thing, I've been like, this is going to be great. This is going to be a great year. And I'm looking forward to seeing everybody and you.
I know.
And Ron.
There is some kind of feeling I have about this year, much more anticipation. I mean, I always get excited, but I have so much anticipation this year and so much excitement just to get there. Just very thankful and grateful. And
it'll be here before we know it.
I know.
I got a lot to do.
Yeah. But I still have I have nothing to wear yet. I have nothing to wear. I have no idea what I'm wearing.
I don't either. I don't know that Courtney does either. We're always like, well, you know what? Just wear whatever you want. And I get asked that question a lot. What do people wear?
Yeah.
Well, we like to call it country chic, but really wear whatever you want. Wear whatever you're comfortable in and you feel comfortable being photographed or videoed in.
That's right.
Especially if you're one of the finalists or something like that. And then I have people ask me, can we bring our children? And Billy Bob's does allow you to bring your children as long as they stay with you and they are your children. You can't bring other people's children. You have to be a parent, or a guardian. So that's pretty cool because all my grandkids come, the little ones and the big ones I put to work.
I think about the babies we have on the red carpet. I was not there the year when I wish I would have been there when Will brought his baby.
Oh, Will Carter. He's got another.
Bubba Wesley had the baby on the red carpet last year. Oh my gosh, I love that. I wonder whose baby is going to come on the red carpet this year.
I don't know.
That's so cool.
But I'm terribly excited.
Okay. Well, I think we covered everything. I think we got this, and countdown is on.
It is. I'm so excited.
Yes.
I'm looking forward to seeing everybody and getting hugs and pictures and all of that, with can't do it with everybody. There's too many people there, but I try.
I know. All right. Well, that covers it. It's another year of the Texas Country Music Awards coming up November 9th. And of course, the whole, like it's called Texas Country Music Weekend in the Stockyards. So I'm ready to go. I'll see everyone there. Come on.
Yeah, me too.
All right. Thank you again. Thank you so much for joining us for this episode of the Texas Toast Podcast. And now, big news. If you're a lover of Texas country red dirt music, you can now go listen to our station, Texas Toast Radio. Log on to TexasToastRadio.com to hear a mix of all your Texas country favorites.